Boom. I'm live. Am I though? Let's check. Let's check. I had all sorts of bother with tech again. Not to worry. Notifications. Lenny Campbell likes my video 5 minutes ago. Live, 23 seconds. We are live. Okay then. Trying out StreamYard, which I heard about on a podcast. I'm not sure what makes it any better than OBS, but let's see. You can see powered by StreamYard because I'm on the trial. I think it's good for this kind of thing. So if you're doing guests, yeah, I could invite guests and you could appear on the screen. So that's good to know. Oh, Dave Hall. Excellent, man. Good to see you, Dave. Thanks for tuning in. Right, I'm going to switch cameras. I'm going to turn around and put my lights on and play some music for you. So I'm not going to be watching for comments on the screen because that will be behind me, but no sound. No sound, really? No sound. Why is there no sound? I can hear sound. Unmute. Camera, mic, audio. It says there's sound coming through on the software. I wonder if my good lady is online in the bedroom. Let's see. Let's see, where are you? Can you hear anything? Question mark. Sound off, silent mode on. So that's weird because I can hear it. That's weird, Bernard. I can hear it in my cams and the meter is moving. Ah, Heather's here and she can hear me. Brilliant. Okay, good. So Bernard, check your volume or your settings. So that's confirmed that. Excellent. So I'm going to switch cameras if I can figure out how to do that. Bear with, folks, bear with. Right, settings, camera. What's my wife saying? Internet not worth. What does that mean? I guess because I'm streaming, maybe the internet's not great at home. Not working. Maybe I'm hogging the bandwidth then. Sorry. Right. Camera, switch. Boom. Lights. Watch this. Boom. Boom. Right, I'm going to mute my headset mic. And if you can let me know if you're hearing me. Right, headset mic is muted. And I can check. I suppose I can follow the Facebook feed on my phone. Yeah. Dave can hear me. Nice one, Dave. Hope you're doing well, my friend. So I'm playing into this single microphone. How's that sounding, folks? Sounds good through my headphones, so fingers crossed. It sounds all right where you are as well. This is bluegrass style with a single mic. So where will we start? I'm going to play for about 45 minutes. And then I'm going to sit down with my wife and watch a movie. We've had a great day, by the way. I enjoyed watching What's on Arran with Heather and Graham Chappell. That was a It was really good to see that, and it's good to see the community spirit coming together. I love that. And it's been a good day. You know, I got out with the family this morning. We went for a dog walk together. Even Hamish came out, which is, you know, doesn't happen every day. And it was good. We talked, we walked, we enjoyed each other's company. And I'm hoping that, you know, there's going to be more of that. I also watched a fantastic house concert from Will McNichol. Will's a friend of mine, and he's a fantastic fingerstyle guitar player. I just happened to catch it by chance. So check him out if you like fingerstyle guitar. Look up Will McNichol's feed, because his live concert from his living room was fantastic. So I'm going to do some fingerstyle, I think. That's kind of the mood that I'm in. I believe with this fancy audio desk behind me there, I can actually put reverb on my feed as well. I spent some time yesterday setting this all up, and it's a bit complicated, but hopefully it works. So I'm going to get my capo out the drawer. Excuse me a sec. Dan Crary capo, bought from Dan Crary himself at a gig in Luxembourg when he came over with Beppe Gambetta, two of my all-time favourite musicians in the world. I met them at Kaufman Camp in 2005, and then they came to... Did they come to Luxembourg before that? I can't actually remember. But speaking of Dan Crary, the song I'm going to play now is from a CD that I bought at Kaufman Camp in 2005. There's a band called California, which features Dan Crary. It's called A Farmer's Son. Daddy was a gentleman, he lived a simple life. Daddy was a farmer's son, with that common county dirt running through his veins. Worked the fields until his race was run. I think I've found the reason this old city leaves me cold. Something in my blood is calling me. I just wanna watch the sun go down. Walk barefoot down a white rock road all the way to town. Sit and watch the old man at the feed store telling lies. I'll be a farmer's son till I die. Quiet voice said, look into that mirror on the wall. A three-piece suit don't look that good on you. People stand in line now just to tell me I'm a fool for the crazy thing I'm bound to do. But my heart is after things that money just can't buy. The only things worth having are they're free. One more time I wanna hop a train, pick cotton till my hands are sore, thank the Lord for rain. Walk across a new plowed earth, watch the clouds roll by. farmer's son till I die. I'll be a farmer's son till I die. There we go, Farmer's Son. Beautiful song. I'm just going to check my tuning, which obviously I should have done before I started playing. But hey ho, this guitar here, if you're wondering, is built by Kim Walker in Connecticut. And it's his SJ model, which is small jumbo. And it's red spruce on the top. Adirondack, it's known as. It's a type of spruce from the Adirondack mountain region of the USA. And the back and sides are maple, flamed maple. And it's an all-round performance, singer-songwriter kind of guitar, which I got in 2015. I'm just going to check the reverb now and maybe put a little bit on for my vocals. Hang on. Mix 1, digital reverb. So how does that sound? Bit much? Check, check. Pretty good, I think. I should check my comments as well, shouldn't I? Let's have a look. Oh, it's gone off my page. Oh, I was on this app, wasn't I? The Pages app. So can I see comments? It says comment as acoustic guitar. So I will do that, see if it fires anything up. No. Interesting. Computer. Browser. Browser. I can't do it with my left hand. Right. A wee bit more bass, Heather. Thanks for that. Let me just check. Select 1 EQ. So let's boost number 1. Move it down a bit. So I boosted the bass a little bit there. I appreciate as much feedback as you can give me, folks, because I want to make this as good as it can be. It's great fun. I love messing around with tech and I love playing music. So what could be better than putting those two things together and playing from my living room? I haven't been playing anywhere near enough recently since I started my new business, really, and I've been getting kind of carried away in learning, training. And today I sat and listened to a Genesis live album with my Gretsch White Falcon and played for 2 hours, and it was brilliant fun. Really enjoyed it. So what can we play next? A song about parenthood. I was fine myself together just in time to throw myself away. Once my perfect world was gone, I knew you ruined everything in the nicest way. You should know the good things were before you, but even so, better still today. I can't remember who I was before you ruined everything in the nicest way. Bumps in the road remind us, worst of the best behind us. Only good things will find us, me and you. Days will be clear and sunny, we're gonna need more money. Baby, you know it's funny, all these stories coming true. Despite my better efforts, it's all for you. The worst kind of cliche, I'll be with you till the day you leave. You ruined everything in the nicest way. There you go, folks. That's a song by Jonathan Colton, singer-songwriter from America, who I got to see in Glasgow a couple of years ago when he came over and played with Amy Mann. King Tut's, I believe it was. It was a fantastic gig. Very, very enjoyable. Not sure why I'm not getting any comments here on my phone. I'll try a different page because I don't want to have to keep turning around. It takes me off the mic and makes it difficult to connect with you all. So, where are you? I've got so many Facebook pages, it's ridiculous. So I was on the Pages app there rather than the actual Facebook app. So now it's showing me 10 pages. I'm actually in the Facebook app now. I'm trying to find my Guitar.io page. Okay, we found that. Now can I see your comments? Scrolling. Right, it says I'm live. I don't really want to play the live stream. There we are. Okay, I've got some comments. Excellent. We've got a request for Blackbird. Well, we can certainly do that, Steve. Good call. In fact, let's do it right now. Okay, then. This was one of the first songs I learned to fingerpick back in about 1992, 93, something like that. I'm going to boost the volume a little bit, boost my input level, and you can let me know what kind of difference that makes. Input 49. So I've gone from 49 dB to 51. Let's just see what kind of difference that makes. So here's Blackbird by the Beatles. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings, learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. There we go. Good call, Steve. Thanks for that. I could teach you that once the dust settles and we get back together again. Nice one. Craig, good to see you. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. I will work on that song we spoke about. I really will. I've had it in my head today. In fact, I've been singing it in the kitchen. What about any the? Well, you know I have one the song. I used to play more. So I have been playing Perfect out at my live shows, which you'll know if you've been, which you have, so you know. I like to play it with my loop pedal, otherwise it's a bit kind of boring because it's just 3 chords and the truth. It's all about the lyrics, but that is production's a big part of that song as well. So I'll keep that for next time. I am intending to set my pedals up down here at my feet. I have done it before on live streams and it does work pretty well. So it is my intention to do that because then I can start doing a bit of tambourine off the head and get some percussion going at my feet, that sort of thing. But I appreciate the suggestion. Thanks. I think what I'm going to do is switch guitars, actually. If you'll bear with me, it won't take me very long because it's just over there. I've just got to get it out its case, so just give me 30 seconds. Hey, if you're still there, Heather, you won't have seen this. This is my new one. Well, it's a new old one. I bought it used from a friend of mine. It's a Martin D18 Golden Era, which is based on, well, the Golden Era of Martin guitars, which is what they call the pre-war era, before the war. So, 1937 onwards, I guess, is the kind of golden era for Martin guitars. And if you can get one, then, you're into something, some good investments. Brian Sutton plays one. He's one of my heroes. He plays is that a 37? They call them herringbones, those ones, because they were Brazilian rosewood. They were the D20. Anyway, this is too geeky. Who cares, right? This is a D18 Golden Era, which I bought from a friend of mine, Dave Scouron, who makes these Red Bear picks. So that's how I got to know Dave when I met him in Georgia at a jam, Georgia, USA. And it was the first time I ever heard bluegrass music, and I was just blown away. I just loved it. And we struck up a friendship pretty quick. And we ended up spending 2 weeks together at Steve Kaufman's acoustic camp in Tennessee, where I did 2 weeks of flat picking tuition with Dave. Well, Dave was in the advanced classes, I was in the beginners classes. But this was the guitar he had with him at the camp. And I remember one night sitting with him in the dorm room he and I shared. We were roomies, and we sat one night just trading tunes, you know, and jamming. He was on this one, I was on my German Drahtcenter. And we swapped guitars, played each other's guitars, and I loved this guitar. And I said to him, if you ever sell it, Dave, let me know. And that's exactly what happened. About 2 weeks ago, he listed it up on Facebook, or maybe 3 weeks. Long story short, I've got it. And when I started playing it, it was Pink Floyd songs that came into my head. In fact, one which I hadn't played in a long time, which is Mother from The Wall. I hadn't played it in a very long time. And then it dawned on me, well, what kind of guitar did Roger Waters play? Or does Roger Waters play? He plays a Martin, right? Not sure what acoustics Dave Gilmour plays, but that's just what made me think of. So I'm going to do a Roger Waters song, which is one of my favourites. I'm just going to put the lyrics up in front of me just as a prompt, because it's rather a long song. And this is from his album called Amused to Death. Typical Rogers material, kind of political and anti-establishment. And this one, he actually sang with Don Henley. And the song's called Watching TV. I'll let the song speak for itself. We were watching TV, watching TV, watching TV. In Tiananmen Square, lost my baby there. A yellow rose, her blood-stained clothes. She was a short order pastry chef. A dim sum died when the Yancey Tower. She had shiny hair, she was the daughter of an engineer. Won't you shed a tear from a yellow rose, a yellow rose, her blood-stained clothes. She had perfect breasts, she had high hopes, she had almond eyes, she had yellow thighs. She was a student of philosophy. Won't you grieve with me from a yellow rose? Shed a tear for her blood-stained clothes. She had shiny hair, she had perfect breasts, she had high hopes, she had almond eyes, she had yellow thighs. She was the daughter of an engineer. Get out your pistols, get out your stones, get out your knives and cut them to the bone. They are the lackeys of the grocer's machine. They built the dark satanic mills, manufacture hell on earth. They bought the front row seats on Calvary. They are irrelevant to me. and I grieve for my sister. We were watching TV, watching TV, watching TV, watching TV. She wore a white bandana that said freedom now. She thought the Great Wall of China would come tumbling down. She was a student, her father was an engineer. Won't you shed a tear from a yellow rose, a yellow rose, blood-stained clothes. Grandpa fought old Chiang Kai-shek, that no-good, low-down, dirty rat. He used to order troops to fire the women and children. Imagine that. Imagine that. But in the spring of 48, Mao Zedong got quite irate. And he kicked that old dictator Chiang out of the state of China. Chiang Kai-shek came down in Formosa, and they owned the island of Quemoy, and the shells were flying over the China Sea, and they turned Formosa into a shoe factory called Taiwan. And she's different from Cro-Magnon man. She's different from Anne Boleyn. She's different from the Rosenbergs, from the unknown Jew. She's different from the unknown Nicaraguan, half victim, half superstar. She's a victor star, conceptually new. She's different from the dodo, from the cancabono. She's different from the Aztec, from the Cherokee. She's everybody's sister. She's symbolic of our failure. She's the 1 in 50 million who can help us to be free. Because she died on TV. And I grieve for my sister. There you go, folks. A heavy one, but a good one. I'll see what you're all saying to that. Have I lost any viewers? Carl Quaro just play Bob Marley. This tune better for Bob Marley song and hit Veru. Well, thanks for that. The only Bob Marley I ever played was Redemption Song, which I haven't done in such a long time that I don't have the words here and I wouldn't remember it. So one to put in my memory banks though. So since I did that Floyd song, we did one of the first songs I learned to fingerpick. Let's do one of the other ones since we're on Pink Floyd kick here. Any Wall fans out there? You might know this one, and this is a good one, I think. Steve, if you're still watching. And you like Pink Floyd, of course. This one is not that difficult. This one's called Is There Anybody Out There? That's a nice A minor chord up there. The whole song's based out of A minor. So that's probably your biggest stretch. It's a great tune for learning fingerstyle and how to do that sort of moving melody on the bass line, which I particularly enjoy doing. Well, I've got a request from my wife. She's looking for Hurt. I don't know if any of you know Nine Inch Nails, right? Nine Inch Nails is one of my favourite bands. I just love them. I've seen them a couple of times. Amazing, amazing band. And they've got me through some tough times, I have to say. And one of the songs that they're, probably this song that they're most well known for now, is because it was covered by Johnny Cash. So Johnny Cash took Hurt and he recorded it with Rick Rubin on American Recordings number 4. He did a series of cover songs that he loved with producer Rick Rubin, whom I knew through his work with the Beastie Boys. So Rick's old school hip hop. But when you put him together with Johnny Cash, it's just extraordinary what they produced together. And one of those songs is Hurt, the video for which is a real tearjerker. If you like the song, check the video if you've not seen it. It's beautiful. Anyway, I learned this when I was still in Luxembourg, actually. It's probably something like 2006, maybe, when I was going out to the open mics. I just started getting myself out and about as a guitar player who'd never really left his living room or his bedroom or his office, let's say apartment. And, you know, I'd been playing... Actually, that's not true. I did play in Prestwick one time when I was a student at St Andrews. I played one summer at Flanagan's in Prestwick. But this, I wasn't plugged in then or anything. My first sort of performances were in Luxembourg at open mics. And some of the guys there I remember fondly. Philippe, if you're out there watching, love you, man. Sorry, but I missed you at Christmas time. Philippe's a Gibson guy. He loves his Gibson guitars, amongst others, of course. Okay, so we are going to play Hurt. And then I think I'll do one more after that before I wrap up for the night. Just check my messages. Andy, how you doing? Andy 2 Sheds. Or is it 3 Sheds? How many sheds is it, Andy? Andy's a guy I know from the Halifax gatherings, Acoustic Soundboard UK. They do an annual gathering down in Halifax around about September time, which may not be on. September's a wee bit away. I did just get an email which I haven't read, but it just came through as I was setting up for this tonight from my good friend Dan Byrne, who's responsible for organising the RMMGA annual gatherings, which I've been going to on and off since 2005. No, sorry, 2004 was my first one. No, it wasn't, 2005. I missed the 2004 one because an important event took place around about the same time. Freya was born, so I decided I would stay home for that. But yeah, 2005, so I've been going every year, and I've just got an email to say that this one's cancelled, which, you know, to be expected, I suppose. So maybe we could do something like this, participants-wise. So all the friends that I'm not going to get to see down at Spring Hill, which is down in the Cotswolds, Moreton and Marsh, which is where the last 3 have been, I think. Maybe we could do some kind of online thing. We'll see. Hopefully, yeah. I certainly see that a lot of musicians now are doing this kind of thing, so it's kind of fun. Anyway, here's Hurt. Hope you like it. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. Try to focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. Beneath the stain of time, the needle tears a hole. The old familiar sting, try to kill it all away. But I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. You could have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt. I wear this crown of shit upon my liar's chair, full of broken thoughts that I cannot repair. Beneath the stains of time, the feeling disappears. You are someone else, but I am still right here. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. You could have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt. If I could start again, a million miles away, I would keep myself. I would find a way. There we are, Hurt, Joni Cash. Thanks for that recommendation, my love. My wife's banished to the bedroom while I use the living room as my studio, so thank you for your consideration, my love. I will see you shortly for a movie. I think we're going to watch Contagion. Why not? You know, I've never seen it, and she told me what the cast was. It sounded like quite a good cast. Matt Damon, Kate Winslet, I forget who else, but it's, you know, let's yeah, it's that time, isn't it? So let's see what we're getting. Like the way you switch to strumming from picking. Yeah, that's actually one where I strum with my nails. I don't do that very often because I like to keep my nails good for finger picking. But yeah, it's effective in that song. Just get a wee slug of water. My Bofferding glass, which I got when I was in Luxembourg over Christmas. Bofferding is the Luxembourgish beer, which I used to drink. Used to get a Bofferding and a Thüringer when I went out shopping every week at the supermarket. They had a grill outside and they would sell about a half pint, I think it would have been, or 33 CLs. That's what this glass is. And a Thüringer, which is a Luxembourgish hot dog with mustard. So, play The Gambler. Don't know The Gambler. Sorry, that's Simon and Garfunkel, isn't it? That would be a good one, actually, to learn. Really would. There's a bunch of songs. I've got a whole list of stuff I want to learn, and I think I can use this time well, actually, to do that. So as I said before, I've not been playing music enough. And music is my passion, you know. So not to be doing that, other than when I got booked to play a gig in Crofters, is really the only time I was ever playing anything. And a year or so ago, I was doing a lot of these live streams and really enjoying it. So it's nice to be getting back into it again. Once the stuff's all set up, it'll kind of stay, apart from the umbrellas, because they're huge. So I started with a song by Dan Creary and the mentioned Beppe Gambetta. So I'm going to play a Beppe Gambetta cover of a song written by Norman Blake and made famous by Tony Rice, who played with Norman Blake on 2 albums, Blake and Rice and Blake and Rice 2. Innovative names, they're not, but great albums they are. He does another one called Thanks, Mr. Martin, for my D18. Perhaps I should learn that now, that I've got a D18. I tell you what, though, Dave, how did you let this go? You know what I mean? It's an absolute belter of a guitar. Straight plain mahogany on the back. Isn't it gorgeous? And that sunburst. I don't know what it looked like on camera, but it's just delightful. I'm a lucky bear. So the song, if you haven't guessed already, is called Church Street Blues. And Beppe Gambetta recorded this on his album Blue de Genoa, which is one of my favourite albums. In fact, I might listen to it because I haven't listened to it in a long time. That could be one for tomorrow when I'm sitting on my computer. It's an absolute cracker of an album. Beppe is Italian. And he doesn't just play the American style. He also plays sort of mandolin and enjoys the Italian Renaissance kind of style of music as well. But his flat picking's incredible. And this is his version of Church Street Blues, which normally I would do on the looper because I've got a nice solo that I like to do. Maybe I'll do the solo anyway and see how it goes. But this is called Church Street Blues. I've been hanging out of town, Lord. I've been hanging out of town. Town, Lord, in that low down rain. Watching Good Time Charlie Friend is driving me insane. Up on shady Charlotte Street, Lord, the green light turns red. Wish I was back home on the farm, Lord, in my feather bed. And I got myself rocking chair. See if I could lose those thin dime hard times at on Church Street Blues. Found myself a baker friend. I read yesterday's news, folded up page 21, stuck it in my shoe. Gave me a nickel to the poor, good turn for the day. Folded up my old billfold, threw it far away. And I got myself a rocking chair. See if I could lose those thin dime hard times at on Church Street Blues. Wish I had some guitar strings, the old black diamond brand. String up this old Martin box, go and join some band. Guess I'm gonna stay right here, pick and sing a while. Try to make me a little change, give you folks a smile. And I got myself a rocking chair. See if I could lose those thin dime hard times at on Church Street Blues. And I got myself a rocking chair. See if I could lose those thin dime hard times at on Church Street Blues. There we go. Church Street Blues with a Red Bear pick on a guitar from the Red Bear guy. And yeah, that's me. I'm gonna call it a night, folks. I'm quite pleased with how the tech has all worked out. I hope the sound has been good. I will listen back on the stream once it's published. There's probably going to be tweaks, but maybe there doesn't need to be tweaks. Maybe it's fine just the way it is. Bluegrass style into a bluegrass mic, my ear trumpet labs, Louise, which is a great mic, really is. Don't forget to follow me on my channels. You know, I am a fledgling creator. I'm not really making any money at the moment. In fact, when I say not really, not making any money at all, everything's dried up. And I know I'm not the only one, but I do have a Patreon page, and I would like to start teaching a bit more this way now that I've got everything set up. I think it would be a great way to bring some value to anybody who's stuck at home and not able to do much and is looking for something constructive and therapeutic and fun. You know, playing music is all about fun, and I do have a lot to share. So if you're interested at all in learning a new skill or enhancing an existing skill, hit me up, send me a message, and we'll work something out. That would be great. As I said, I do have a Patreon page, so if you feel like supporting me, that would be fantastic. It's patreon.com/acousticguitar.io, and you can throw me $1 a month. That's all it needs to be. And that will help me with the bills, which are going to be rolling in and piling up. I hope you're all well. I know it's a sucky time for everyone, you know, but there is some good can come of it. You know, don't forget to connect with your family, connect with friends, you know, look in on each other, make sure everyone's okay, people that you know, stay in touch, and do those things that you love to do that you're not usually able to do because of the rat race, you know, playing music, reading books, painting the walls. Something Graham Chappell mentioned on his live broadcast this afternoon. Graham's offering to pick up paint for you, even if you need to get some paint, he will get it for you from Home and Garden in Brodick and deliver it to you along with jigsaw puzzles and anything else that you might need for entertainment and engagement and, you know, while you're stuck at home. So I appreciate you watching. It means a lot to me that I had any viewers at all, because you just never know with these things. Steve, I love you. You're my biggest fan, and I really appreciate you watching. And everyone else who came in and said hello, thank you so much. It really, really means the world. I will put a schedule up now that I know how to do it using this StreamYard software. I see that I can actually schedule my concerts, and they'll show up on my feed, and then you can book it in, and you know when to come and check me rather than it just going live sort of randomly. So I'll maybe work out a schedule for that going forward. So watch my feed at Acoustic Guitar IO on Facebook, and I think you can actually click a link when I put the schedule up to be notified when the time is approaching. So that would be great. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now. Okay then. Lights off. Boom, boom. Other mic on. Where's my software? StreamYard. Camera. Switch to that one. Look at me like a pro switching cameras. Oh, I love technology. It's the best. Right, how do I stop this now? That's the next thing I've got to figure out. Up here, end broadcast. Right, thanks for watching, folks. See you in the next one. Bye.